Alright. FQ and Trevor Blade. Hope this worked. Okay, Trevor Blade is also Fire Emblem, right? Isn't it one of the Fire Emblem? Maybe it's Genshin Impact, actually.
It might be.
I know the weird
It
air,
might be Kaching.
air horns.
Hair horns. Burn!
No, not air horns.
Her hair makes the noise when she gets mad.
No! No! Anyway, I don't know who the left one is.
Oh, shoot. I don't know. It's reminiscent of things. But I can't recall it. It is nice seeing participating for the first time. I feel like all those people eventually lost and were eliminated from the tournament, right? They're new, they're inexperienced. Eventually the strong players beat them up a little bit. So we stopped seeing this a while ago, but now they're back.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's good to see.
Who's the last new person we saw in top 8? Was it someone 3 to 5?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I've been thinking about exactly these sorts of questions while sort of prepping for commentary. Okami of Games was joining for the first time, technically, in Mystery Tournament and placed 3rd just last year. They have also been, blind racing and playing tons of other things over in Kuso Grande and other events like that. They were certainly not a newbie, right? But technically, first timer here in Mystery Tournament. Hyperdimension Neptunia is the game with the soundtrack we're listening to right now. Not the game they're going to play.
Seems cool. But it also sounds like an RPG.
It's definitely an RPG. It's is this the one where the girls are like the personifications of video game consoles?
That's fine.
Like this girl is the Sega Genesis. And like her color scheme and things match, and it's got weird jokes.
I mean, at least it's not a warship or an airplane.
Yeah. I think if you like, I've never watched the warships one, but I suspect there's like a degree of seriousness with which it regards the subject matter.
Yeah.
Which is like completely impossible for me to take at face value, right?
Yeah.
But if you're doing video game consoles, I think probably you're gonna be a little more tongue-in-cheek with it, and then I'm probably gonna be able to get on board with it. I think I bought that game. It was like, maybe I'll give it a shot, and that was like 7 years ago. I have not played it.
Alright, so Q and Trevor Blade. Like we said, third wheel, kind of. Although that sounds bad. Third match when we can only restream 2, so this was kind of set aside. Now we're going through it. The game was Soda Powered Penguin. Let me post the paste spin.
This is one of these pwned noob subs. It's like I think it's a Steam demo. So it's limited by length, but like that's kind of it. Like like it's a little bit short, but there's some really good stuff on there. Really high quality. This isn't like a game jam game or whatever.
Alright, good enough.
Alright.
I hope.
You want me to do the timer? I can do the timer.
Alright. I think I'll have to adjust a little anyway. I don't think seeking through this bar is very accurate. But sure, let's do some teamwork.
Okay.
Let me silence these watts first. Alright, but the same thing doesn't happen again. Alright, 3, 2, 1, play! Play!
Here we go.
Let me pause this for a second, and there we go. US audio.
So I don't exactly remember the controls. You've got this dive. I mean, we can watch the tutorial, I guess. Up burst to send yourself up into the air. You clearly got some kind of mid-air dive.
I remember you can like punch your beak into walls like that enemy in Super Mario Odyssey in the Bowser.
Oh yeah, what's that guy's name again? He's got a fun name. Maybe it's just Pokey or something. No, Pokey's the cactus. Well, whatever. You're right though. There's also a big emphasis on slopes in this game. You can build and maintain a lot of momentum by riding the slopes, and so the levels have been laid out to encourage you to find this as much as possible. It's really not so easy to sight read a lot of it, but I remember the players doing a really good job of it. Forward burst, down burst. All right, all kind of looks like the same thing, really.
Oh, where's FQ going?
FQ's above the level.
Oh,
finds
secret.
a secret. Is this a shortcut or is this a waste of time?
Oh, this is a huge waste of time. But did a really good job.
Strawberry
Here. Oh, that's a bottle cap.
My mistake. It's basically the same thing. If you just dive and go backwards, this is an unfortunate time loss.
We go down.
I think you got to be aware when you go off the top of the screen into a fantasy wall. You got to be concerned a little bit that this is a secret area.
Oh.
All right.
Feel like
Both
jumps.
players were unable to react to the loop-de-loop.
I think it's cute when people say loop-de-loop instead of looping.
It's a loop-de-loop.
Sure.
That's what it's called.
So it was a looping.
Well, like the object, like the structure.
Oh, doing a looping is a loop-de-loop.
It's loop-de-loop is both, but if you're gonna like you wouldn't say there's a big loop there. You could, I guess. But
I mean, there's of course I could say that. Anyway, Trevor played is going fast.
Yeah, FQ was doing well. Like you had to do well in order to get into that secret area. You know what I mean? Like it's controlling the penguin well. Just made one bad decision so far.
I guess we could tell you the finishing times of the other players. You can see how well they do compared to that. Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
I'm gonna say one was like the winner was like 38 minutes, and then it was like 39, 40, 41 sort of thing. Like everyone was pretty close. We'll see how close I get. We'll see how close these players are at the end of it. Trevor Blade dropping down a little bit too low. And then just trying to skip balloons now. This has allowed FQ to catch up. They're on the same checkpoint.
Oh. Good.
It looks like Trevor's going to be the first one to get it.
Is there a punishment to getting spiked?
Yeah, if you fall off the screen clearly, you die and go back to the checkpoint.
Yeah, you lose your soda. Since you're soda powered, you die.
It's like losing your blood. Oh, FQ. Oh, wait, you can dash sideways and up. And that's good enough for FQ to find the balloon and get the checkpoint.
You mean
Wait,
in the
isn't
same
it-
jump?
Yeah, you can do both, I think. They're like different boosts, maybe? Remember how it's like down boost, up boost, left boost, and it made a deal about how they were different? Maybe you can do all of them before you touch the ground.
That's weird. Not at all like Celeste. Oh, the screen Trevor Blade is on. This gave like a lot of races in the race we saw. So many issues. Like freeing these balloons, and then the thing is you have to attack into them. It's not enough to just land on them. Oh, look at that.
Except it looked like that was what Trevor did. I guess the attack animation like was still going.
I think Trevor was dashing like right into it, on top of it.
Releases the balloon.
See? Just went through
yeah.
there. Really have to attack into it.
Oh, FQ with just 2 balloons almost made it happen.
To miss. That's what we saw from the races in race. dashing, trying to hit these balloons and missing.
Oh, I see. So Trevor Blade was like racing ahead of the balloon, like, oh no, but it just waits. If it it just waits for you. You do still want to go fast, obviously. You are in a race, but it's not a failure state. All right, FQ, all 3 balloons, nice and lined up. Ooh, gets it.
Oh, but this time we were racing this one. Oh no! Ah! Oh.
Had another boost.
It's not really like visual feedback which kind of boost they'll have, like in your current jump.
Yeah, I was just guessing 2. Maybe you get 2, I don't know. 2 with 2 or whatever you want.
Not like the hair in Celeste.
Right, yeah. Alright, so they finished that level. I think there might only be one other level. Maybe that's wrong. But the pace spin, I remember, had some pretty lengthy explanation about where to find the next level, because it dumps you in a big hub, and if you just go the wrong way in the hub, then you can lose a lot of time.
Oh, I mean,
Trevor's in there pretty quick.
There's these exclamation mark blocks. So I think we're part of the last level.
Finding out you can stick to ceilings. Oh, and the ice is where you can stick your beacon. FQ's fallen behind.
And then fling. Trevor Blade pins and flings it crowd.
So I was way off on my memory of how long the game is. It's about half as long as I thought it was.
Yeah,
which
so
is to say, not very long.
The race times in that race, 9 people raced, and they were between 15 and 23 minutes.
Yeah. We're already at 7, and FQ's a good chunk behind.
Yeah, that's like 2-3 screens plus the screens in the level that Trevor is already on. I'm going the wrong way.
Trevor has no idea where we're going. It's going to go up and left. This seems correct. Is on the wall, is boosting along the wall, comes off the wall. FQ's finally done with this first stage now, I think. There it is. So the down smash gets you through the blocks while the icicle chases you, and then that's a mess at the bottom. Just gotta wait, I guess. Oh, now we're hearing the music for the second stage. Trevor Blade sees a fantasy wall with a checkpoint and no obvious indication that this is not where you're supposed to be until you get up to the top of the screen, and then you see it's just one of these bottle caps.
So I missed when he went in there, but going through like a disappearing wall always reeks of secret.
Mm-hmm.
Very New Super Mario Bros.
So it looks like as long as your belly's like on a surface, you can hit a button to go faster that is not, I think, not eating up your aerial moves. Nice transfer. FQ moving through this section. Trevor was not so smooth at all through that section. FQ made it look very natural. In a late double jump, another attempt on this section.
Yeah, this is like the second or third time that Trevor Blade failed this screen in exactly that way. This time high enough.
Whoa, just shot off. Yeah, so I think it's possible to go up there, but it looks hard in a way that is for a secret. So you can grab the back side of these walls and then save your one up dash to get over there. Oh, SQ gets so much height off of the balloon. Jumps up into a falling icicle.
A little bit hard to keep track of how many screens Trevor Blade is ahead, but it's gotta be a sizable amount by now.
Yeah, I think FQ's been doing really good since basically getting out of the first level. But it's going to take even more than really good to close a gap like this in a race this short. Trevor hitting some icicle before it even has a chance to move. Still deadly, just idle in the corner. So here's this screen. FQ first tries it.
Okay, it's actually not that far behind.
Mm-hmm. I knew they were doing good every time I looked over, but I wasn't prepared to accept that they were doing this well. And now I must admit, this is getting kind of close. Look at this. Okay, so if you dash up, you cannot dash sideways to stick. So you must stick every time you use your dash. And that means you're going to be doing this left, right, left, right, left, right. There we go. Oh, you're getting so much height, though. Trevor Blade was tempted to do like a skip. Oh, went downwards instead. Has to redo the room. So this room was tough for Trevor Blade. It is also tough for FQ. There's been a couple times where that was not the case. FQ came in and first tried it to close the gap, but it's not happening on this room the same way. Taking a lot of hits, but somehow still okay.
I feel like FQ got hit 4 times there.
That's through, but so is Trevor Blade. On to the next section. Oh, it was definitely clear to me we were going to have to turn back around, but did not respect the icicles at all. Okay. Uh-oh, they respawned. Okay. Checkpoint. FQ wants to go up, obviously, but the nature of this section demands that you only go sideways. Ooh, Trevor Blade, what was the plan? Oh, I see. I see. That's tricky. Is that necessary? You can probably just go up, right? Through those crumbly blocks? Yeah, stick in the ice and then go up. Where's FQ going? Whoa. Right? Reads the left, right. Drops down and changes direction cleanly on the same checkpoint.
Also does like the jump through the bottom.
Yeah, it is. It's you like the pink is a wall, except for these ones. I can go through these ones, so I understand the appeal. But it doesn't. There's no landing. Okay, FQ's giving up on that strategy and is now doing the same thing Trevor is doing. I don't understand why I didn't see a dash into the ice there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are we doing, FQ? Oh. Trevor Blade. the Pizza Tower / Wario Land style hit the thing and escape, I can tell you that this is the end of the goal. And parts of the level are a little bit different. There were blocks that were there that won't be there anymore, and vice versa. FQ needs to get this.
So I remember from the other race the timer was quite tight, and we actually did see one player not make it.
Yeah.
So if FQ gets to the timer before Trevor game overs the first time, and then Trevor does game over, FQ could still easily take this.
Trevor's moving pretty good backwards through the stage, though. And the escape sequence really does seem to want you to be more familiar with using slopes comfortably, dashing on the walls and ceilings and sticking to them and stuff. And I feel like neither player's had enough of an opportunity to get comfortable with that. Oh, FQ was much better ahead. Finds the ground, holds on, become... Oh, wait, what? I don't know why he had so many dashes, but he's through onto that checkpoint, onto the escape sequence. That's the kind of miracle he needs. Trevor Blade, 1 minute, 15 seconds left. This has got to be near the beginning, right?
I think this is just like the second screen or so.
There's the loop-de-loop. There's the exit.
Imagine missing the exit and then the timer runs out.
Yeah.
But that's a clear.
I mean, that's basically what happened to one of the players, I think. But the clear means we have a finish, 17 minutes, 32 seconds.
Ish.
Trevor Blade picks up the win.
What was it actually? 28. Be correct about this.
What is FQ trying to do here with this balloon?
There's a secret up here that I also saw. Oh, but this is a lot of wasted time.
Yeah.
Music is very Hollow Knight.
You mean Shovel Knight?
Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly, that's what I meant. I know I said a
Yeah.
completely different thing, but I did actually mean Shovel Knight.
Got your knights mixed up. Sounds like Gabriel Knight to me.
What?
The point-and-click adventure game Gabriel Knight
Oh, no, I don't know.
with the Jamin chiptune soundtrack. You know the one.
Yeah, all those point-and-click adventures have those soundtracks.
No, yeah, I heard that whatever that instrumentation is, that like, and I was like, oh yeah, it sounds like Shovel Knight. And then you said it sounds like Hollow Knight, and I just immediately was like, I bet we were on the same wavelength.
It's even like the same era, Like they came out around, when was it? 2016, 15, 17, somewhere around then.
What, Shovel Knight and Hollow Knight?
Yes.
I feel like Shovel Knight was sooner.
Maybe it's the fact that it was in development, like it got like 3 pretty sizable.
FQ's going backwards,
add-ons.
can't drop through this platform. The timer is at a minute. Hasn't figured out to dash on this slope to get speed, to get kicked upwards. Chance got my back. I guess they're only 3 years apart.
That's okay.
That's not way older, but there is a gap.
You mentioned you're playing Hollow Knight and it's like very stylistic, everything's kind of weird and sad and creepy, and then this music kicks in.
Oh, FQ needed to just first try this section and didn't. The timer is at 15 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out.
Pretty clear they didn't design their music around the escape timer. It's one of the awesome things about Pizza Towers. It's pizza time track. As FQ redoes this, I'm like trying to trace certain paths through the level in my head. See like what they kind of want you to do in some of these circumstances.
Like a weird lag. We were doing cool front flips. But I did want to say I'm also a fan of music syncing to gameplay in whatever way. Like there's many different ways. There's like WarioWare, which does it really cool, where every minigame is a set length and the music is out. There's The Witness, where...
That is music?
Oh,
do you mean the challenge trial?
Yeah, this kind of spoiler, but also the game is 8 years old. But yeah, like that's very cool. And
yeah,
I did not play Pizza Tower, but if you say that there's like an escape music that is synced to the actual timer, I like that.
Yeah, and I think the timer's maybe not even the same the whole time, but it just like they have spots where they can cut in with like the final 50 seconds, I think, has its own thing going on.
Oh yeah.
That will come in.
Oh, that's also SSX3 has something like that. Every song has like cut into parts. Use whichever part works with the gameplay.
FQ riding these slopes. This has been a much better attempt, but the escape is still like not as fast as Trevor Blade's first go, huh? I'm starting to wonder if it's like about getting hit too soon, like back to back or something. Uh-oh.
Oh, close.
Barely holds on. And there's the clear. Yeah, I agree. FQ didn't quite understand what was possible on the sloped surfaces. Like, as long as your belly's touching something, you can just go, hit the button. That hurt. It hurt in the end, and the beginning, too, getting tripped up on the secret was also a pretty big difference. But also, I want to say Trevor Blade, just overall, just a little bit cleaner. So that's that match. Cool game. Honestly, one of my favorite games of the bunch. Kind of thing where I see it and I'm like, yeah, I'd love to go and play more of that on my own, sort of thing.